my name is Paul. I live in Lyxfällan, which is a part of Stockholm. I have no job at the moment, and well, yeah, I live here in my big apartment, just enjoying life. That's a bit about myself. That's where I live, my apartment in Lyxfällan. And well, yeah, I guess I can show you my room. And then here we have the kitchen, the fridge, the freezer, everything. Here we have the toilet. This is what it looks like. And here we have the living room with my beloved TV. And the couch where I hang out with my friends most of the time. So yeah, that's pretty much my apartment.
Okay, Paul, we've looked into your money situation, and I just have some questions. First of all, you're unemployed right now, right?
Yes, I lost my job last month because the restaurant closed. So I wasn't fired, but the restaurant closed. So I don't have any job at the moment. That's correct.
That's very good, though, that you weren't fired, because then it might be easier for you to find a new job. And you only work part-time?
Part-time, yes.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I like spending time at home and like taking long walks, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then you say you live cheaply. What do you mean when you say you live cheaply?
What I mean by that is that I don't really go out and eat food. I'm always, or most of the time, hanging out with my friends. As you probably know, I'm playing in a band, and I'm usually with them. So I don't really go out much and go to the cinema.
You're mostly at home.
Exactly, I'm mostly at home.
But you do spend quite a lot of money on food.
Do I?
3,500 per month, which is like about 1,000 kronors over the monthly average for a man in your age.
Okay. Maybe.
So what do you think that's about?
I don't know, it's sometimes I'm very hungry. Like the tricky thing is that when you go out grocery shopping when you're hungry, you buy all these unnecessary things, and maybe that's my issue, something that I have to think about.
But do you buy food every day, or do you?
Yeah, pretty much every day. Something every day.
So you don't like go shopping on Monday and then shop for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
No.
And you have no savings?
No savings, no.
No savings. And then your phone subscription. 600 kronors.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could make that smaller, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I found the cheapest. Maybe I haven't looked enough.
Yeah, and then do you have any loans?
No, I don't have any loans.
And then what about transportation? Do you have an SL card?
Yeah, I have this thing called Reskassa when you fill up the card, and I spend
okay, so you don't
about
have
500 a month.
Okay. Good. And then, okay, so we made a budget board for you. This is how much money you actually spend each month. How much money do you think you spend? Do you think this is a good situation for you?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't really know what my current situation is like.
Okay, so this is how much you spend on housing each month.
Whoa, it was more than I thought.
This is 15,000 on just housing.
Yeah.
And
I know that my rent is quite high.
This is only your rent. That's 13,000.
For this apartment?
Yes, that's that's 13,000. And your salary from when you worked at that fast food restaurant was around 10,000. So your apartment rent is more
higher
than what you actually have.
Okay. What about food?
Food, as we said, around 3,500, which is kind of a lot. And then we said 500 on transport.
Yeah, ish.
And then around 300 on clothes. And then you had no savings and no loans. And then here we have 600 for your phone bills.
Okay.
So first of all, what we're going to focus on is trying to find another apartment for you, because this is way too expensive.
And my income right now is 0.
Yeah, you have no money right now. And you don't have a-kassa, right? That means it's 0, and then you have all of this.
What could be the worst case scenario for me?
The worst case scenario could be that Kronofogden comes after you, and a delgivningsman could come ask you to sign papers. And right now we also have 90 kronor on your phone bill that has to be paid. They already sent you a letter, which you Did you open it?
Yeah, I think I was actually opened that one, and it was about 60 crowns. But I know that if I don't pay that one, it could go to inkassokrav, and then
Yes.
it could go to
And if you don't
eventually
pay your
Kronofogden.
rent and if you don't pay your debts, what could happen is you could get a mark in the register, and then you might not be able to
Rent an
have
apartment.
contracts, and then you, yeah, as you said, you can't have an apartment, and then you'd be homeless. So we really need to fix this.
Okay.
And our first priority, as I said, is to find you a new apartment, but also to find you a job.
Yeah.
And also you're gonna have to start working full time, because part time just isn't working. Especially your reason for that, which is just because you're tired. It's not really a good reason. Transport depending.
But those are
on
the two most urgent things to
Yes,
fix.
exactly.
Mm.
And then maybe try and lower your phone bill. And then I also think maybe you should start saving some money, because you did that before you moved out, right?
Yeah.
And what was your plan with that? Because you saved money, but how did you... This is such an expensive apartment, and you only work part-time. What was your
I
reasoning
don't know. I
behind
guess that I actually did save quite a lot of money, and I thought that okay,
You thought you had more than you
yeah, why
actually
not
had?
invest in just like a great apartment with great space, very central. But perhaps I'll have to rethink that and rent
Yeah.
something that's less expensive.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because this is a lot of space, and like quite frankly, you could actually fit another person living in here. So yeah, this is the before budget, and now we're gonna go work and solve these problems. Causes of Paul's problem. Well, first of all, he lacks understanding of how to handle his own economy, and also he doesn't really know the value of money. He also has no job, and therefore he has zero income. Still, he keeps buying stuff and asks his parents to pay his rent. He's also not a part of a-kassa, therefore he won't get the support he would need when he is unemployed. What we did was that we started looking for a new apartment for you, because as we said, this is way too expensive. And in your current situation, you won't be able to afford the rent for this apartment this month unless your parents pay your rent, which we don't want to. And we found this apartment. It's 4,500 kronor a month. And
it's also renting, right?
Yes, it's rent. And it's also here in Liljeholmen.
That's great. I like this area.
It's one room, and it's very close to the subway. It takes around 3 to 4 minutes to walk.
That's okay.
And it takes you about 10 minutes to get to Söder. Yeah, this is a great apartment, and what we think this will fit you perfectly. And your task now is to call this woman who's offering the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna contact her.
Yes, and you need to contact her and tell her that you're interested. And then after you've done that, you'll come back to us and we'll discuss our future plan. About your phone bill, because it's 600 was quite sharp, which is quite high. So we thought about maybe lowering that cost, and we thought of reducing your phone bill. We could do that to around half the price with the Tele2. And then you would get 20 gigabyte per month, free phone calls, SMS, and MMS within Sweden, which is really good. And that will cost you 300 kronor a month. So that is half the price. So that would be something really good. And then you have 300 kronor more each month. Do you feel you could maybe sell to pay your rent this month? Is everything here necessary, or do you feel like you sometimes spend
I bought this one just like 10 days ago or something online.
What is that?
It's a smiley lamp.
Okay. Yeah, how much did it cost?
Like 4,000, I think.
4,000.
4,000, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And you said you bought it 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Where?
Fyndik.se. It's like an online store.
Well, the good thing about that though is that we have ångerrätt.
Oh yeah.
So worst case scenario, we could maybe return it and then you'd get your money back. So because our first priority right now is so that you can pay your rent this month. We don't want your parents to do it because it's your job. So
Okay.
Okay, to solve these problems, we first of all got to find him a job because we can't go any longer without an income. And then also we should reclaim certain things such as the TV and the lamp in order to get more money so he can actually pay his rent this month. We also have to find him a cheaper apartment and change Paul's spending habit. He spends a lot of money on food, for example, and also on his phone, even though he lives cheaply. We also have to make sure that Paul signs up for a-kassa, so in the future, if he would lose his job again, he won't come into this situation.
Hi, now I'm gonna get here to McDonald's and apply for a job. Wish me good luck.
Matilda, consumer right expert.
Oh, hi, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So you bought this how many days ago?
I bought it 10 days ago online, so on the internet.
10 days ago.
Mm.
As you might know, you have ångerrätt, which is for 14 days you can return something that you bought online.
Aha, I didn't know that.
Yes, exactly, and it's present for 14 days only. So you
I have to
remember
do it
that
quite quickly.
exactly, and you have to fill in this form.
Aha, so what is this then?
This is basically a form, so you have to write,
fill in there.
exactly, fill in everything, and then you have to send it in,
back.
and then you can
with
get
this.
your money back.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. I'll fix it with the smiley lamp.
Yeah, that would be good. When did you buy this TV?
Oh, this TV. I actually bought it about a week ago, I think.
Oh, only a week ago.
Yeah.
And how much did it cost?
It was actually quite expensive, as you can see. It's pretty big, so I think it was around 18,000.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
I know. But the thing is that it doesn't work. I've tried so many times. I got the controls, I got everything, but it doesn't work no matter how hard I try. I think it's something wrong with it, to be honest.
That's odd. Well, you know, there's this thing called reklamationsrätt,
Aha.
where you can actually get your money back or get like a indemnity.
Oh, what is that in
Which
Swedish?
It's basically like it's called
Skadestånd.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
you
good
can- yeah.
because I can't get it to work, and if it doesn't work, I want my money back.
Of course. So this would be very good for you, especially for this TV. So you
Yeah,
can
I'm
get your money back.
gonna read more about
Because
reklamationsrätt.
it's 18,000. That's a lot of money. Looking at your situation, it's not really looking good with your money, and so I think it would be a very good thing to actually do this and get your money back and reklamera the TV, because it's not
I'm
that
gonna
important, actually.
read more about that. Thank you.
Okay, Paul, so yesterday we talked about you calling the girl from Blocket about the apartment. How did that go?
Yes, I did that, and she was very friendly. And she said that I got the apartment if I wanted to, and of course I said yes because it is, as you pointed out, it is way too expensive for me. And she said that the move-in date is flexible. However, I'm thinking of moving in next month, perhaps. What do you think?
I think that you still have to pay this month's rent. So this month is almost over, so I think you should move very soon.
As soon as possible, perhaps.
Yes, exactly. So you don't have to pay next month for this apartment. But also, I wanted to point out that I think it's really good now that I can see you have a bit more knowledge about your money and that you've actually realized how this apartment is very expensive and that you can afford it. That's really a step forward.
Good.
Interview at McDonald's. How did it go?
It actually went great. They were looking for someone who was working full-time and not only part-time, which was good. And yeah, I accepted their offer to me. So I'm going to start working. I got a specific date, I'm not exactly sure. I think it was like the 6th of February, so it's quite soon. But
That's
it's within a week. So I have time to prepare, and it feels good because I'm used to work within that sector, so it feels really good that I continue with something similar.
Yeah, and you actually didn't lose your job because you were
Exactly.
fired like that. You lost your job
Because
they
they closed.
They closed, exactly. But did they tell you anything about a salary?
Yeah, they said that they went according to SEB's
Average.
average, which was 22,800 crowns
per month.
for snabbmatspersonal. So
That's great.
That's
because
way higher.
Now you'll have a lot of money left over because of the cheaper apartment and then we will try to drive down your other expenses. So that's action. Okay, so this is Paul's after budget board, after we've gone through his economy and made some arrangements. So with his new job, his gross salary would be 22,800, but because of taxes, which is 30% here in Stockholm, he would get a net salary of 15,960 kronor. And then with your new apartment here, you can see this has gone down tremendously. Not as much money. And then here on, so if we begin with housing, you only pay 5,500 for your apartment, and before you pay 13,000. So that's really a big difference. And then you still have the 2,000 for other things such as
media and other
such as media and
household items,
personal hygienes. Yeah. And then for food, we have dragged it down to 2,500.
Yeah, it was a bit too much last time.
Yes, exactly. And we still have the 500 for transport.
It wasn't that much.
Yeah, but you can still have that. And then
clothes,
we have 300
clothes.
for clothes. And then we have 300 for your new phone bill.
Yeah.
So basically, you have no loans, which is great.
Yeah.
And
savings.
with this, you have 5,000 savings each month. So you have backup money. So if you ever would happen to be in a situation like this again, which we don't think you will now after we've done this and you've gotten more control of your economy, you have this backup money. You can also save this, and maybe if you want to go on a trip in the future or something, or buy some new clothes or something, you have this extra money right here that you have saved, which is awesome. So what we want you to do now is try to focus on this and go to your job, go work full time, so you will get this money and then move into your new apartment, and this will be wonderful.
So I'm really happy with the new job that I have. I now work full time, which is really good. I have managed to save a lot of money, so I actually now have bought back my TV that I before couldn't afford, which is really good. And I'm living now in the smaller apartment, which is really nice. The one who I'm living with is also really friendly and kind, which is great. And yeah, my situation is just a lot better thanks to Andréhn and thanks to Matilda, the consumer rights expert. And now I've also been starting to take adult responsibility, which is great, and I have a much better overview over my economy. Thank you. Yay!